what our art is independent from us. And it's just like, man.
Yeah, no, I cannot wait for that. But next week or the week after, and we're live now. For the this week, we're just hanging out over the holiday weekend here. Those of you just joining us, and I'm just filling time while we wait for our audience to show up. You will notice there's only 3 of us today. Julian is still on family vacation, and Karen is very sleepy because she has been getting up at something like 3:45 or 4 a.m. every day for the MedRen conference.
That is an inhuman time.
Good old Europe, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I did like Europe. I think Europe has some solid, but the times differences. Ugh.
Yeah, that's just tough. And is it one of those things I actually have forgotten to ask her this week? Because a U.S.-Europe meeting happens in the U.S. Eastern time about 8 or 9 o'clock, so that it's about 2 or 3 o'clock Europe time. Are they accommodating Australia as well? Is that why we're trying to, like, make something happen at 3:45, 4 o'clock Eastern time?
I mean, because depending on where it is, that if she's getting up at, what, 3, 4?
Yeah, it starts at 4.
Booking.com.
So that's like 8 or 9.
Hey, I hear somebody's advertisement. Who was that?
Sorry, that was mine. I muted it.
Okay.
It's gone now.
But yeah, that means they're starting at like a morning conference time, so they're not really accommodating anyone.
Right, it's just Europe. Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's basically backwards. That really confused Naomi.
Now, aside, not that the United States needs to be accommodated today or any day in the near-term future, because holy buckets. But we're not going to talk about any of that anymore. That. It's just awful.
Call your senators instead. Call your representatives.
I'm so glad
at this point.
I just
call your reps.
We got a flash of the screenshot. It's me like making a dying face. That's really attractive.
Oh, excellent. All right, Dana, are you ready for Hauntii?
One moment, I just got big news.
Okay.
Good news from my sister-in-law.
Oh, good.
Okay. As long as it's good news.
I'm bringing up Hauntii for the rest of us.
Fabulous.
Oh, thanks for the loving the fit. It's because I'm trying to practice curling my hair, like with curlers, for my sister-in-law's wedding, which is in August. And I was like, I have to just like do it, you know, like get practicing. So I had some time after a meeting today to do it. So I decided to do it up. We'll see. I have learned through going down some rabbit holes, and I will start this while I'm doing this, through some rabbit holes on YouTube and other places. Oh, we're gonna do green smiley face. Sure. Discovered through YouTube rabbit holes that I basically my hair has never responded to like curling irons and heat tools. It just falls out right away. And there's something to do with the chemical bonds in your hair when it is wet. That it does just like change the shape and take the curl better. So it was a hairstylist, and I don't remember exactly what the scientific definition of all of it was, but somebody explaining like the chemistry behind different hairstyling, and she was somebody that did a lot of like retro sets, and she was talking about like why wet set versus dry set works for some people.
Yeah.
So it has to do with your hair texture, but basically for everybody a wet set is going to be like a lot stronger. It's actually going to hold better, whereas heat will just fall out right away once your hair cools down.
That makes sense.
I've always had stick straight hair. Move around. Go to work. So yeah, curling my hair. I've never been good at hair ever. L+A.
Ryan, is your audio crunchy?
Yeah, it's a little crunchy.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, are we gonna have this problem all stream where I have to keep like?
No, it's just in and out. It's fine. It's better now.
Yeah, it is better.
Okay.
Oh, poor puppy. There are people setting off fireworks in our neighborhood, and my dog is shaking.
Okay, so I have like it's like a short little dash. Okay.
Yeah, like Hades here.
I don't know. I was gonna say
Sure.
like dash into him, punch.
Sure.
Is that a lantern
New soul.
psychopomp?
Made these signs to guide those who wander in from the vast plains.
It's a lantern psychopomp.
We're in eternity.
Is this one of the games that was purchased for you by?
Yeah, so theme of our stream tonight, obviously we're Shenanigaming. We didn't want to finish Sea of Stars without all of the compliment here, and we didn't want to start Clair Obscur, obviously, yet, until we have some guests lined up. So we decided, Steam sale's still going on for a few more days, right?
Yes, till the 10th.
Yay! Happy Steam sale to everyone who celebrates. The best way that it was celebrated this year was instead of like buying ourselves games, a bunch of us just were like buying each other games. So I don't know if Elizabeth is here or will be, but I got a Steam notification the other day that Elizabeth Hambleton had bought me Hauntii, and I feel like there was one other one, but I don't remember. Or we talked so many game recommendations. I'm like, was that one that was just recommended, or like? But I know Hauntii was a gift, so I was like, that's amazing. And then I liked the idea of paying it forward, so I, went to Elizabeth's wish list and bought a game in return. Happy Steam sale to anyone who celebrates. Yeah. I mean, most of us celebrate, but some people have no idea.
And let me. Oh, never mind. I remember it.
So we're demoing like games that we got on the Steam sale from like ourselves or other people. Shoot essence with R. Whoa! Oh, I see. And then my little swirly bar is that.
Nice.
I see. Interesting. Okay. I haven't touched this until now, so I'm learning in real time.
Now I understand why everybody was asking if we were Steam friends, and I feel really okay not making our thing public because I am weird about presents sometimes.
All right, I put it in the chat, but again, and every time Elizabeth's name has come up lately, we push this a little bit, but I'm still happy to. If you want game recommendations from Elizabeth, from game journalists, from industry experts, go to ludocene.com, and you can sign up for their prototype, which currently is phones only rather than desktop browser, but they're working on it. But it's this online web-based game that results in you getting recommendations from the experts of your choice.
You should get recommendations from Elizabeth.
Yes, you should.
That's just good advice.
Ooh, that's fun.
I have to note that
parallax
Hauntii was an Indiecade nomination, either this year or last year, which means 24 or 23.
Oh, it wasn't necessarily audio.
No, it was an audio nominee.
It was? Did we look at it? I don't remember seeing this. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Okay, so I can
This is
haunt things.
adorable.
I really love the
Love
1-bit
the art.
color aesthetic.
Yeah.
With accents, right? But
Hold on, what's over here before I go?
But
in?
without
Clearly
being
marked
the
portal.
large, cute, like large square pixel look that often accompanies it.
right.
I can fight stuff. Oh, I see. It's okay. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, I'll go back to the thing it was clearly telling me to do.
Stonehenge.
Zoom.
Yeah, no, this still looks like a modern game at first glance, despite the color choices.
Oh,
Whereas, oh yeah,
Ah!
as you're more in gray, you turn more insane. You just stay in the light.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the
Now I know.
music adjusts also.
Oh my gosh.
I like the separation of the bits in terms of possible colors and the bits in terms of like what we think of as like the resolution or style.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if anybody played Return of the Obra Dinn, like, it is old in both senses. Where it's emulating an old IBM XT or whatever your old monitor of choice is, and yes, you have to choose which old monitor you want that game to emulate. Here, it's modern resolution, it's modern everything except color palette, which gives it this weird, like, retro mindset, but not old, if that makes sense.
Which makes sense in a place that's supposed to be eternity.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna say that same thing. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Knock down that obelisk.
Do it.
Hold to knock down. Okay. Hold. Yoink.
Very good.
Okay. Cool. Love an obelisk, as we know. Okay. So cute. Wait. Yeah, okay. Need to, like, re-up it. So, hello there. Us humble hills don't have much to offer, but some things ghosts haunt have wonderful abilities. So keep exploring, little one.
I don't know, it seems kind of peaceful to be a hill right now.
Right?
Yeah. Like, just, be some dirt.
How do I get back out again?
Maybe have a rabbit dig a warren.
Haunt. I'll see. Okay. Unhaunt.
Andrew, 100%, like, Elizabeth and I have a decent amount of crossover in our tastes, but not necessarily in our research interests, but it's such a delight anytime I get to talk with her, and anytime any of our interests overlap. It's so exciting because she's so awesome. But I don't know how common, because like I am used to being a Ludo person, but there are a great deal of things, I suspect this is true for other areas of specialty, but it's like there are a lot of games that I love that I don't want to write about necessarily. Like I don't have anything interesting to say about. And I don't know if that is the case. Like if everybody's like, yeah,
I
love this
has that.
Haydn Symphony, but I don't really have anything to say about it. But I'm gonna write about it. Like I'm gonna write about a different Haydn Symphony. I'm sure there are people that really want to write about Haydn symphonies. But
we've met some of them. We know they exist. Like at
AMS. Yeah. But it's that knowledge of like I can enjoy things without needing to have something interesting to say about it. I can separate my affection or enjoyment of the thing from my scholarly interest in it, and those can overlap but don't have to be coterminous. I think is a useful thing. And that ability to distinguish between things that are interesting and good, and that is not necessarily the same thing as things I like, is a skill that a lot of people could use. Because in reverse, I don't like this thing, therefore it's bad.
Well, and similarly, I'm sure that we are going to get around to this fall early on, Dana doing some sort of like how to write an effective abstract session or similar.
Oh yeah, we have ideas for that.
But
we do.
I really like this thing. Is the worst thesis that I reject the most commonly whenever I am on a panel.
Yeah, or like student papers, right? Like
even in my student papers for student assignments in my classes, I'm like, I don't ever want to hear you say something is good. Right? If you care enough to write on it, I'll assume you like it. You don't need to tell me that.
Right.
I have a PhD, right? Like.
Yeah. That often is a starting point. Like being interested in a thing or liking a thing might lead to me spending time with it, but in and of itself is not sufficient to be something I research. There are lots of games that I'm like, Tears of the Kingdom, I love this game, but I don't have anything to say about it right now.
And yet feel compelled to write on it anyway is better.
It is better, but it's not always a recipe for success either.
Right.
but it can be more fun. Did you read the article that was going around about the Met? I think Musicology Duck posted it. That was just scathing, and it was like, this is funny and effective.
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted by the slight pitch shift when Dana stepped out of the light. That was really good.
I know. I am very calmed by this because the soundscape is just so chill.
But is this the second or third time you've done this particular screen now?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure. Oh no, there's Gloom Hands. Did you see?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Phantom Ganon's gonna show up. Spoiler. I do like the stippling effect.
Yeah,
around the edges.
I'm just wandering around because
very
I'm
nice.
not clear exactly where I'm going next. Because I came here and did this and got hearts.
Did you read his sign? Smash.
Yeah, they were just you can haunt things and they're
I think
cool.
you're supposed to go
it's
up and
that
right
sign?
from the main area.
Okay, like where I was before. Go see.
Like back along this path a little ways.
Can you knock that down in a different direction, or only the one when you possess it?
There you go. Yes.
Okay, good to know. I wonder if you could
go
knock
up
it
and
on
right
that other
through
base.
this portal.
Yeah, Andrew, I think that's also something that's seems very intuitive to us, is that people can have very different tastes
Dash
and still
through
have a
the
lot in
path to
common.
the northeast, Dana. You can make it, just don't stop.
Oh, the detuning. You need to find a light route is clearly what you need. But Andrew, I find that as fun as it is to talk about games that I enjoy with friends, it's often more helpful from a research standpoint to talk about to people who like very different games. Because then I'm introduced to things I otherwise never would have thought about. Kind of like it's more interesting to write a paper about a thing you hate. Here's why I hate it.
Are you being ejected out of that?
Yes.
Maybe that sign will have new information.
Probably. I'm hitting all the things because it's
Daz
fun.
is good and right. There you are.
I'm like the type of gamer that Twitch isn't really built for. Because I'm always like, let me wander the same place again. Wisp. Cool wisp.
Yeah, similarly, I read, and I haven't watched the video yet, though I'm sure I will in the next week because I've just been obsessed. The speedrun for Clair Obscur is less than 3 hours.
How long does it take like a normal person that's not speedrunning?
Well, you know me, I don't speedrun on a casual playthrough, but I don't dawdle, right? And having done absolutely everything now, I'm at 40 hours.
Whoa! Look at me! Ah!
You are the light route.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
Ah, so cute.
We are at, I think, about
Whoa.
25 hours right now.
Okay.
And we have made it to the end of Act 2.
I strongly suspect. Hey, you gotta move, Dana. This is not built for gamers like you right now.
I thought I was
Hustle.
supposed to like do them all in turn.
No.
Okay.
I'm supposed to haul gear here.
Okay.
I'll bet that if you knew exactly what you were doing on a second playthrough though, Sarah, you'd cut your time in half.
Oh, certainly. But this is the sort of thing where the journey is part of it. Like, I don't want to just get to the end. Like, that's like, you know.
A lot of speed running hits me that way, where I'm like, I'm glad for the people that get a lot out of it, but I like to take my time.
I think it could be an interesting alternative way of like looking at like how do we manipulate the rules? If ludic study is really about rules and constraints, how do we manipulate those and defy those?
Right.
But that seems like it's so missing the mark for a game like Clair Obscur that it's just like,
oh, that's
like,
fun. I can like move it.
It's like there are some things where it makes sense for it, and then some things it just feels like it's not what it's for. You can, but why would you want to? You know?
Yeah.
There are a lot of things in life. I'm like, I mean, you could, but why do you want to? It's kind of terrible.
Oh, this is going to require some timing and some hustle.
Okay.
No, you won't make it like this. You had to trigger a light.
Okay. Cool.
I have a strong
beer
feeling
shown up
this
yet,
is going to
Ryan?
be shifting from like a Dana-style game to a me-style game in short order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were consumed.
Oh, wait, was that supposed to happen, though?
Maybe. Listen to that flute.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have many eyes.
Oh, it's like a
That's a
biblical
biblically-
angel. Yeah.
Yeah.
This track, though.
I like this.
I like it.
Oh, we got singing now too. A little angel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who the singer is, but floating that high note's not easy like that.
Look at that writing system.
I love it. Reminds me
She's
a little
speaking,
bit
like,
of Chants of
heaven
Sennar.
Oh, that game was so fun. Amelia got really into that one and was very good at remembering the different like pluralization logics. She was really good at that one.
I did not put together that Chants of Sennar was a biblical allegory until like World 2 or 3.
Oh,
It just flew over my head at first.
that's fair. It is very. The puzzles are very like that sort of deriving the rules of the language. That was very satisfying.
Yeah,
Oh, look at the color shift.
Oh, yeah. Hauntii doesn't feel like it's going to do that type of puzzle here.
No, I don't think we're going to be expected to figure out how.
How language works.
Yeah, how language works for, you know, angelic beings.
But as the color shifts, so does the instrumentation, I will note.
Yeah.
Is that flutter tonguing I'm hearing?
Yes, mixed very low, because you can't actually do it quite that soft.
Yeah.
Oh. Beautiful.
The conjunction of the world opening up in depth with the expansion of the orchestration there was really, really satisfying. I love games.
It's one of those tricks that's like, yeah, it's kind of a thing that gets done, but it gets done because it works so dang well. Like, it's good every time. It doesn't get old. If it's done well.
That's like me and an orchestral hit.
Oh, good, you saved the game. Saved. Ooh.
I can't tell if we're meant to have any religious understanding, even passively, like Castlevania is Catholic, for instance. Or if it's just generic ghost symbols being utilized because we understand them as like eternal.
You mean like the
ghostly,
Halo here?
supernatural beings, like the Halo, the six-winged seraph biblical creature we saw a minute ago, right?
Yeah, and then all the eyes. But also like haunting and stuff. And it's like, is this just sort of a mishmash of all these sort of things used as a shorthand? Piano can be used so effectively to give like a pointillistic feeling, like all of the stippling. Like when it's done well, I think it can be a really effective oral, sort of almost a rhyme for the visual. Oh, it's a ghost violin, cello. It's a ghost piano. It's an angel piano. They are not covering their face and their feet with their wings. So, out of night.
Gosh, the orchestration opening up is giving me goosebumps.
We're running away from... Yeah.
Nope. Can't get me up there. Oh, it's so beautiful up here. Look at the star houses.
Yeah.
But we're chained. So we're being given our motivation, right? Like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Get back there. Go up.
We don't want to be a one-winged angel. We want to be a six-winged angel. Andrew Luna is fabulous. My only quibble is that they don't say Lune. They make that be a syllable. But yeah.
I like the little witch hats on them. That ghost had
Also,
a little
Andrew,
bite out of him.
Ryan got like a whole essay full of an inbox full of like essay thoughts on Claire Obscure. So
yeah, we're gonna have
look
so
forward
much
to
to
discussing
say.
them.
Hopefully next week.
Oh
I'm
my...
waiting to confirm, but hopefully next week.
Oh my gosh! But Ryan, Andrew, the next time like we're in the same place, let us discuss.
We're gonna have to set some ground rules for spoilers next week, though.
Oh, of course.
Ooh, this is a total tone shift. I love this.
Foolish ghost, we watched you fall. This is clearly a theme for this character. Oh, he's a professorial type. My students couldn't help but laugh.
Do you see his mustache and pipe?
Did you think you could ascend on the first try? Wiggly text.
Love it.
We love a wiggly text. Do you even know what ascending means? Ha ha.
Look, I love that all the NPC ghosts are laughing at you.
Oh, they're so cute.
It's a rare day when I cause my whole class to laugh at one student, but I have done it.
Ha! Wisp left the signs. Quite curious what this is all about. With all the heavenly lights and chains.
Indeed I am.
I'm afraid you're not yet ready for an answer.
It's very rude.
What I can tell by looking at you is, you were living a fine life before, now it's been yanked away, and you can't even remember your name. You're desperate to hang on to something tangible. Something like, well, this. A glimpse into your past.
Okay, he's pulling like Colin psychic things. You had a good life, but you don't remember it.
On the shaded path.
Oh, look at the happy little ghosty. Look at that happy little ghosty by the tea.
Sorry.
It keeps wanting to do the Zelda da da da. Keeps wanting to go into that. Oh no, gloom hands.
Yeah. Collect all these first.
Yeah, gloom hands followed by weird egg. Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, do that again. Crack weird egg.
Inflate the weird egg. Kill the gloom hands. Purge the land of their gloom.
There we go.
Awesome.
Andrew, have you finished it?
Oh, the bell tones are beautiful.
Yeah, this is really nice. I love a strong crystal synth.
Me too. All right, so I'm guessing we're looking for all of those, right?
Yeah.
That is the fanfare is so like nostalgic. It sounds like old Hollywood film scoring, you know?
Yeah.
Like it would be in a musical or something.
But it was interesting that the fanfare comes down rather than goes up.
Uh-huh. Well, we're not up. We haven't ascended, right?
Right.
Like it's a victory, but it's not, I don't know. They're so purple.
This is bopping.
Someone has a bite out of him. Sporio, watch chain friend fall. Loud thud. Oh, Sporio, I love you. You're already my favorite. Chain friend having fun here? Chain friend sad. Searching for friend. Great fungal elder can help. Sporio, take chain friend there. Sporio, I love you. Has anybody, speaking of falling in love with a creature you just met, has anybody been following the Tiny Chef drama?
No.
Or
I've
know,
seen it,
know what this...
weird snapshots, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So we have a ghost.
Ryan, this
Ryan.
is your friend. A magic
This is your friend, yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Do you change as we
okay.
explore?
So Tiny Chef is a stop motion animated show on Nickelodeon using like needle felted types of characters.
Okay.
And it's a little guy. He looks like a, you know, like split pea soup. He's like that color, but he's just like bulbous. And but then they have him like he'll make stuff, but it's like with real food, so he'll like chop it up and like make it. And he's constantly like singing in a quasi nonsensey, but you can still tell what he's saying a little bit. And he'll be like singing like Billie Eilish or like Lorde to himself. And Nickelodeon canceled him, and the animators decided to publish I guess it was on social media, clip of like him getting the call and being all excited. And like, oh, are we gonna make more episodes? And then finding out that like Nickelodeon was not bringing them back and then canceled. And like, you know, he's all like, oh, you know, we won an Emmy. Like, I'll never see my friends again. Like, and then at the end of it, oh.
Hey, can that thing traverse the darkness? Also, hi, Frank.
Yes, it can. How do I? Whoa, intense. So yeah, they show this little creature finding out that his show's getting canceled, and then like he hangs up the phone, goes back to like continue dusting, like cleaning, and then he just like puts his head in his hands and starts sobbing and goes and sits on his bed, and like it was so real. Like his little micro facial expressions, like they animated the crud out of it, and all these people saw it on social media, and like all the comments were like, I literally just found out this character existed and I would die for him. Like just unbelievable amounts of passion for it. And so there have been like attempts to, you know, support them financially while they try to see if like Netflix or something else will pick them up.
Sure.
but I have been suddenly inundated with all this Tiny Chef content. And he is adorable. Oh, who are you? Hi! Whenever I feel lost, I walk these woods and realize being lost is the point. I like your hat.
I cut the audio for just a second stream. Hold on.
Is it something where I'm going to have to reshare, or?
Let it sit for a minute, because sometimes it just fades in and out of quality. We'll see.
That's interesting. I don't know how I get up to that.
No,
it's like
me
up
neither.
that tree. Let me go over and see. Maybe if I can like climb it. Oh! Oh dang.
There you go.
Shake. A. Oh, I see. I have limited amounts of those. Oh my gosh, look at that! Okay, so that's the first time I've had the power to use a special ability. Okay, so now I know what that does.
Ooh, we get a little bit of saxophone now.
Saxophone always reads as like kind of nighttimey to me.
I could see that.
Is that purely because of jazz? What like?
Probably.
What's my deal with that?
Largely.
Oh, whoa, oh! Now I know what that does. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Okay. What are you? Oh. Okay. It has like pretty glowies, but I don't know what I can do with that yet. Okay. I didn't get this guy yet, so I need that. Oh my gosh, I love this. Elizabeth like picked a perfect game for me. Uh-oh, look, now there's a lot of them. Oy! Now there's a lot of them, I have to like really pay attention. Okay. Yeah, this is reading as like nighttimey to me.
Yeah.
Like nighttime in the forest. Okay. Nice. Oh, is it gonna give me more? Just said Spore Challenge too. So maybe that's just like a little trophy for it. Hey, buddy.
Chortle, chortle, chortle.
I know, it's so good. This is some good beep speeching. Use this pedestal and you can see for yourself. Okay. Night sky.
This is the fast travel system then, or what?
I guess. Am I putting the stars back? I am. Oh, and maybe each like full constellation I unlock like gets me something?
Yeah, don't know.
Complete your first constellation. There you go. So it's Katamari Damacy.
Right.
You have a hat. Or an obelisk.
The new game by the Katamari creators out now. The To a T, the T-pose one. I have the demo, but I haven't started it yet. Oh, I can't dash here. Interesting. I can only walk.
To maintain the solemnity.
It's a mirror.
Where you see yourself as an angel. Or as alive. I don't know what the...
Yeah.
That looks more like alive.
Aw. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Oh, I can get an upgrade. Hearts.
an
more
additional
dashes
dash.
or essence. Let's do dash.
It takes 3 of them though.
Worth it.
It's like a heart piece. Yeah, it's always worth
That's
it to have
okay.
more dashes.
That's okay. Neat. Okay, so I still have a ways to go to unlock another one, but now I know what that does. So I can look for more of them. I do see. They give you a glimpse of what you once were. A fine thing for a hip young ghost to collect. I happen to have a few of my own. Ah.
Is it rude to make a joke about being hip when you're a ghost and not a skeleton?
I don't know. I was going to joke that you can tell how old he is because he used the word hip.
So
Maybe
cool.
he's using it ironically.
Do we want to move on to a different one? As much as I am digging this, I feel like we...
Ooh, hang on.
Let us hear this track first, please.
Yeah. Now we're at the spooky beach.
Ooh.
No, it's not the spooky beach. I got some strings.
Is your next one also an Elizabeth game to you, Dana?
No, it's one that I decided would go with this one because it also involves ghosts.
Okay.
I think Karen might have gotten it for me, but not in this most recent sale.
Okay.
And it was one that I had had. Hi, Anthony Dennis. It's one that I had on my Steam wish list. So the theme of tonight, for those that are just joining us, is games that were gifted
Given to us.
On the Steam sale. Because this year, I think several of us were like, oh, I don't know if I'll buy myself anything. And then suddenly I started getting notifications from various people, like very randomly, including Elizabeth Hambleton, who gave me Hauntii, which is what this is. And
Karen
so
got
we're
a game
kind of
called
celebrating that.
Leaves for a couple of us.
Yes.
But we're waiting
got...
until she's around to play the game that she got. That seems fair.
Yeah.
And I do want to boot just to hear the opening bars of the soundtrack. Like, so maybe 20 minutes, Dana, like 10:40, to do Terra Memoria, which was my Elizabeth game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think we should switch it out with Cozy Grove for now.
Exit game. I saved like recently, so cool.
That seems like the sort of thing that auto saves, right?
It was like auto saving a lot, but there's also like you toggle them pretty frequently when you go past stuff. So
Yeah, it notified. It was like, hey, you passed the checkpoint and the game saved.
yeah.
By the way,
so that's Hauntii
stream
with
audience,
2
I know it
eyes.
says like I'm watching an awkward Discord window. If I leave it like this, there's a reasonable chance when Dana shares again, it'll just pop back into place. And I want to test that. So you're all stuck looking at this couch.
Yeah. Okay, so let me find this one. Spry Fox is the developer. Okay. Options. Options. Not full screen. Why? Okay. And if I go to Discord, it looks like I do have to possibly reshare. Yeah. All right.
All right, see, totally, it just works. That's the best. Also, I just heard
nice.
back. We will do the end of Sea of Stars next week, and Claire Obscure 2 weeks from now on the 17th.
Okay, sounds good.
Fabulous. I am stoked.
Okay, so this one also involves ghosts, which is why I was like, oh, it'll go with Hauntii. But it's also like kind of casual, kind of cozy. And Karen was saying this was like a 2020 go-to for her. So I'm excited. I've had it for I think a while now. I think Karen gave this to me, but it could be a couple Steam sales ago. It's not the most recent.
Yeah. Ooh, I do not care for the bug eyes.
With no pupils.
Yeah, they're intense. Oh, how pale am I? I'm not quite that pale, right? I'm pretty pale though.
You have a warmer undertone. That's a yellower undertone.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that one. Do I do favorite color or do I do my actual eyes?
No. This is an anime style. You got to get yourself anime color eyes. That's the rules.
All right, so we'll do the green. Ooh,
That is
cool hair
worse
option.
without pupils.
That one's
Ooh,
cute.
emo hair. Everyone thinks you are cool.
Yeah, I love the descriptions actually.
Oh, I didn't even see. Expands miraculously in humid weather. Who braids your hair? The world may never know. Well, the long braided hair is very like how I was in Girl Scouts, so that might be the move.
Yeah.
'Cause I had long hair back then. That's what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, I'm
I
so
never
cute.
You are adorable. I was never in Girl Scouts. I did 4-H.
Funny story, and I've told this to people before, but I don't know if the entire stream chat has heard it. So when I was a Girl Scout, our first troop leader embezzled the cookie money and had to be ousted.
I have heard this and I love it.
This is like, if I'm making a list of like amusing Dana lore, that's one of them, right? So
least
she had to be
traumatic
ousted. And then one of the other girls' mothers like stepped in on short notice because no one else wanted to do it. She didn't really want to do it either. And so no tent camping was the first rule.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Frank in the chat.
Yeah. No tent camping, so we would only get like nice cabins, so it was glamping. And then 6th grade, she made an announcement that with the cookie money that year, instead of going on a camp out, we were going to go to a day spa. And I was like, I'm out, I'm done. This is not what I wanted out of Girl Scouts. So I only made it to junior Girl Scouts. I did not make it to senior Scouts. I did not get my gold award, did not pass go, did not collect $200. So yeah, but my friend Cece here, and Sarah has met Cece, was in that troop with me, so she can attest.
I did Cub Scouts as a kid, but didn't transition into Boy Scouts because my family moved military life, and
Oh, sure.
I just didn't do it at the new house, right?
Yeah, like you could have probably, a troop would have taken you.
No,
Do
I
they call them
could have
troops?
done it. Yeah, it's troops, and
It's still
I
troops for
could
Boy
have
Scouts.
done it, but I had other interests at that point, and it was fine. But I remember carving Pinewood Derby cars for the racing every year.
Yeah.
And I never won. But I always won most stylish car.
Calf. Oh, it's a Calcifer.
Calcifer.
Yeah, it's totally
We've got a little
Calcifer.
Calcifer moment. How old are those starter logs, Scout? Tastes like a century at least. So where have you brought us this time? A haunted, bear-infested island, someplace called Cozy Grove. I'm a little disoriented, not quite sure.
Eat my eggshells. Cook bacon.
We're gonna do the name of the game. Apparently Boy Scouts sucked, but from the Girl Scout perspective, Boy Scouts they did cooler things. We never learned how to tie a useful knot,
There's a klutz book for that.
Oh, I know, but at the time, I was like, oh, they get to do all these cool things. And my brother had been in Boy Scouts and like gotten to do more like actual camping. And I felt like I didn't learn any of those skills.
I know a lot about horses, despite being very allergic to them. And there was very kindly a 4-H project called Horseless Horse that was mostly learning about horses and coloring in pictures, because not everybody can have a horse. So I was very good at trivia and coloring. But I also did projects about like fishing and rabbits. And I won a showmanship award with my rabbits. So there's that. I also did a science fair project about the relative masses of different breeds of chickens and their eggs, and I won an award from the Ohio Poultry Association.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually need to put these on like a chain because I think it'd be really funny to wear them. I don't know where, but I will come up with a reason. Is I have my medals that I won at the Ohio Junior Classical League in high school when I went with Latin Club.
Oh, I was gonna say what activity is that? I do not actually know. But now I know that it is Latin.
It was classics, but Latin specifically. And I was on the Cartamen team, which was like academic challenge quiz bowl. And I think I won an art award or like a poetry award where I like something artsy as well. So I have a couple little metal, and they're very pretty. They're very, very classic. Ooh, I love Lady Grey tea.
My brothers and I all lettered at high schools other than our own, because our high school was tiny. So a couple of us have purple. Our school colors were like red and gray because of OSU. And we lettered in jazz band. We have like purple letters from another school. And then my brothers played lacrosse at another high school. And I was also in Quiz Bowl. And when I graduated, our teacher, who apparently has tried to gather signatures to run for office and has not yet accomplished it, gave me like an envelope with all of my stats.
That's hilarious.
I love that does change the forecast a bit. Puts the sun behind the clouds, so to speak. Bonafide scout, is that a problem? But I'm trained to fix all your ghostly woes. That sounds like me.
Spirit
Sounds like
scout
propaganda, Dana.
Makes sense. You're not the first spirit scat to visit this island. Summoned a fire here in hopes of earning your final merit badge. Oh, I am going for my gold award. Oh, this is gonna heal my my past here. I'll finally get my gold award.
Anthony, I do not miss my high school Quiz Bowl times. I don't think you could pay me enough to go back to high school.
Same.
Spirit wood on the fire.
Although I think it would have been more bearable.
I could redo college.
I see, it's right here.
I think I could redo parts of it, but I don't want to. But high school, like, it would help to know that, like, if high school me knew what life was like now, I mean, apart from, like, the general world, but, like, my actual personal life, it would have made it, you know, kind of more bearable to know that it was going to be good. But,
Ooh,
this is Calcifer when Calcifer is
Calcifer's got some sass.
Yeah. But yeah, I did not peak in high school Quiz Bowl. That was not my optimal time of life. Or when I was prom queen, which I also was. And that was also not optimal.
Pretty amazing.
In my life.
I've seen pictures.
I know, I had to awkwardly dance with my husband's best friend because he was prom king, and it was very exciting.
I got a new badge.
Log burner badge.
Beginner. Story advanced. Oh, maybe if I restore the hearts, they like the color.
I would really like you to have pupils in your eyes.
One old coin. Such coins. Whoa. Okay, what's over here? They like run away. That's cute. Cool. Excellent. Guess you can see me. Sorry, I figured I'd be invisible. You're sorry for what? For haunting
you
a
should have done
perfectly good
apology
island.
accepted. Oh, it's so cute.
The last thing I want is to drift around the afterlife glowing blue, getting in the way of upstanding folk like yourself. The name is Jeremy Gruffle, which is so cute. It's unseemly. Until I find out why I'm stuck here, I'm afraid I'll be haunting us both. Maybe I can make it up to you. Not to brag, but I'm pretty handy as
that
ghosts
implies
go.
that
Bring
he
me 3
drowned,
branches.
which I don't like.
Okay.
That's true. It also looks like it could be a crowbar that he has tied to his head.
All right, so we gotta find.
Oh, those little skull head things
branches.
actually look kind of creepy. Like they're like
Yeah,
creepier on the creepy cute thing.
Where?
Oh, cabbage trees.
They do look like cabbages. There's one. One.
Oh, this is one of those. I see it has the time down in the corner. So is it night and so you have to like play it at various times of the day?
Right, because 9:55 p.m. is
Maybe.
the current correct time.
At least where we are located.
Oh, I can run. Okay. Do I have a limited run?
Oh no, I think you're skipping. I think you're definitely frolicking.
I'm frolicking. Wait. A
Crank
mound
it
of
up to a
dirt,
prance.
diggable with a shovel. Maybe if you had a shovel.
Is this one of those
Okay.
situations where you turn it in one stick at a time and then get
Oh,
another
maybe.
hint? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just
Let's
not
go
good at
see.
like finding stuff.
Have you considered kicking it up to a prance?
Check your quest log, go to Charlotte Pine and get directions. Okay, well. Nothing like frying up breakfast. Too bad eggs are so hard to come by. You usually have to befriend the spirit birds before they let you take them. Okay. Interesting.
But then you can feed the shells to Calcifer.
I sense someone has a log they're eager to give you if you can help them.
Close by
Branch, I
a
heard
dead tree with a bird's nest.
Okay. Do.
I actually really like games where the real time is in the corner because I often lose track of time.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like, it's absolutely essential that Final Fantasy XIV does that, or the game would be unplayable for me.
Huh. Dead tree with a bird's nest.
The terrifying number of times where we have gotten like going, and it's just like, oh no, what time is it? We have to be adults and get up in the morning. Everything
Dana,
is
I think I
terrible.
may have seen it on the far, far left side in the uncolored space down on the beach from here.
On the beach.
Oh. Oh, 2 sticks. 2 sticks.
Yep.
Oh,
2
you're
sticks.
right.
Yeah, get those sticks. Yeah, get those sticks. We got those
I
sticks.
like this
we can make a
track,
fishing
by the
rod.
way. It does seem kind of like throw over the fence implementation, though. Like, the previous track ended, this one just starts, which is probably fine for this game.
Okay,
Now
now I
you
got
have
the
a
shovel, so now I know at least one of those spots. Full of ideas for tools. I have a spirit log. Sweet. We got a spirit log. Oh, and now we have like a little campsite. Story advanced. Spirit wood.
Who's this little red hat dude?
Neat. I'm getting coins. They're old. Yeah, it's fun. Like, I don't know if those will eventually unlock, but for now, they run away.
This is so, like, pentatonic pastoral.
Or a little bit like
Adriana was
Celtic.
here earlier.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Celtic or Gaelic with that da 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 dum. Like it's trying to it's evoking that. Or invoking.
Oh, I got a
that,
potato.
Yes,
Boil it, mash it,
potatoes
stick it in
are
the stew.
fabulous. Who doesn't love a potato? Oh, my daughter. I don't know where she came from.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right.
I love that you feed your fire logs.
I mean, isn't that what you do to a fire?
So cute. Oh, so cute. I'm now scout rank 3. Okay, cool. Go back and talk to you. Sometimes you can find things on the island simply by exploring with a keen eye. Other times you need to get your hands dirty. If you notice leaf piles, try digging through. Alright, so like, what is one of the leaf piles? Oh, there's a caravan over here. It's fun.
Yeah, the shop. Ooh, he's gonna sell his counterfeit artwork.
Yeah. It looks very much like that.
I am. This is very bad, but I will never tire of the joke where you make a thing about one video game's mechanics and another video game's mechanic, like in another video game. Just every time, I'm just like, oh, this is the height of humor.
I mean,
He's going to sell his
yeah.
artwork.
Sweet, now I can fish. We'll see what the fishing mini game looks like. But first, I also need to like find a pile of leaves. Oh, there's one. Sweet.
That one has eyes.
Wilderness guide.
Well done.
Nice.
Oh, hey, we were looking for that.
We were, weren't we?
Yeah, but go down
Charlotte
to your
needs
exclamation
it.
point
Yeah.
first.
Let's go see.
Oh, to your left, to your left. Oh.
It's a new
Should
haunted
we
person.
let all
Follow
of these
line
things
there.
out of their fairy circles? That feels a little risky. They're clearly in fairy rings. Ooh, it's a penguin! Maybe.
In life, I was a bear o' the sea. Maybe a pelican? No, the beak's not big enough.
It says it's like a bear.
Billweather snout.
Is it
Yeah.
a chimera?
Unless this is like, I don't know. It's not a bare nose, right? Are we in agreement here?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's like taped on top. Or maybe that's how he envisioned himself.
You caught me reciting my origins.
This is Gulliver.
Yes, yes.
The seagull
He is-
bear.
We could ask. We
Yes,
could be
let's
rude.
ask.
A bit of both, Squawk. My two halves have precious little in common, except, of course, for a love of fish. Speaking of, are ye hungry, young sailor? Fetch me a fishing rod, and I'll show you what's on the menu. Oh, hey, I have a fishing rod. That will do.
Excellent.
What are you waiting for?
How
if
did
wanna
you
find
start
us
with
a
an
cover meal?
ocean fishing rod? Like, I feel like you should start with maybe like a little pond one.
Right?
You know?
Scum fishing rod.
Take the rod and catch us a whopper.
The fishing rod we used in our youth where it did not have a rod, it did not have a reel, it was just a length of fishing line tied to the end of a rod that
Is there,
you then
an
just like,
obvious
Yeah, you just have, like, a
fishing
bamboo
spot,
pole,
or do I
right?
fish anywhere?
it wasn't even a bamboo pole, it was like a fiberglass one that just like was so busted they just tied the thing to it.
Select fishing rod, then use the hold in hand button to equip it. Hold the rod in your hand, hold RT in her direction, then release to cast. Okay, so where's the?
I also did a
hole?
fishing
That's
4-H
backpack.
project.
Wait,
I also
A
didn't have
couple
a
down
pond, I
from
did
the
that at a friend's
backpack
house.
on the left side, Dana.
yeah, I'm just trying to get used to the control here. Wait, how do I? There we go. Okay. All right. Okay.
That was a good cast. Nicely
Yeah,
done.
that's way out
Thank
there.
you. I got
But
fireworks.
the fish is over there. I just
Jerks, put
pointed
those
at the fish with
fireworks
my
away.
mouse.
You're scaring the dogs. You
Oh,
have to go
dog is
cast
so
toward the
sad.
fish.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah. I tried to point at the fish with my mouse, but you couldn't see it.
Oh, too far.
Oh, don't
No,
scare.
no,
oh,
it's fine.
Oh, this fish is kinder than the Animal Crossing fish. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Bites hard and is hooked before reeling it in. Okay, we'll try that. I wonder if I'm getting fireworks because of the actual holiday tomorrow.
Yeah, I think probably so.
That's funny beep speech for that one. Okay, let's see.
The urge to make a joke about how all these bears are dead because they were on Medicaid is difficult
Oh,
to resist.
need a shadow. Wait, what's that? What? Is it telling me where there's...
They're admiring. He's admiring himself.
Yes, but it was giving me a hand, almost like it was
Yeah,
telling me.
yeah.
Like, it's up here.
Oh no, we can bounce that person from the chat. Where do I even go to do that? I hate modding my own stream.
You have to go to click on their name. Here we go.
The true power of being a guest.
Okay, so wait
Don't gotta do shit.
till they bite hard. It's gonna be Animal Crossing, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you catch?
Very ebony squib. Might as well try to catch these other ones while I'm at it.
Where's my pun? Where's my bad pun?
Okay. Dead gar. Okay. All right. Okay. And I'll go turn them in after I get these last couple. This track is cute.
All right, I blocked them, but I think the message is still visible.
There are more fireworks in my neighborhood. Like, well, could we just not? It's a Thursday night. My dog
Yeah,
is
you
scared.
almost never have to do your own modding, huh?
No.
You're always playing.
Well, and I don't have the full Twitch chat in standard
Oh,
mod
you don't
view
have
open.
mod mode?
No, because I'm in
Oh,
Stream
okay, that
Manager
makes it
mode, which
harder.
is a separate window.
Yeah.
But I got rid of it.
I can do it. Hold on.
Ichthyologist. Speaking of Animal Crossing fishing, Naomi caught a coelacanth all by herself.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Which is, it is very exciting. And she remembered more or less how to pronounce it and told Ben about how she caught a coelacanth. And it was
That's
so
amazing.
adorable.
That's
I'm so
excellent.
proud. Tell her congrats for us.
I will tell her.
Dead
Sure,
gar.
Yeah, give him the dead fish.
Any fish. Yeah.
It's lazy. I think it's dead.
Good
It's,
evening.
is it lazy if it's dead?
My boat's washed out to sea. My boat did what? A loose knot and a fickle tide was all it took to send your vessel on its merry way back to Neptune's bosom. Don't blame yourself. The island's a maelstrom of ill fortunes, churned by our wretched tales of ghostly woe. Until we spirits find a measure of peace, none may leave this place.
You're both stranded here on Cozy Grove.
So
I'm sure
whatever
our
plans
mom's
you had of
fine
solving all
with
our
that.
ghostly plans in a single evening, put them out of your mind. We bears aren't your overnight project anymore. We're your neighbors. Squawk. Okay. Cool.
Okay, the little blue ghosty ones are real cute. That are smiley instead of the angry.
I like how I'm slowly restoring color, like as I help the spirits too.
I like that,
That's really
but I
fun.
don't love that they reward you with money. Like, this doesn't feel like a capitalist enterprise to me.
Well, because there's a shop.
Well, true, I guess.
White-lipped snail. Okay. We'll go give back.
Oh, there's a leaf pile. Dig that leaf pile.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Now I have more. I can put stuff in storage.
I want to
Clothing
burn
collection.
something.
How do you upgrade your tent?
Well, let's log first.
Oh, now it takes more to do stuff.
Yeah. Oops. Can't afford that. What did it say? 12 additional storage slots for 5,000 coins.
Wow.
Okay.
That's quite steep.
So that tells me a little bit about... Ooh, mushrooms!
Tells you something about how long you're expected to play this, for sure.
Right. Wilderness Guide. Memento collection portion of this book is still intact.
Nice.
Sure. Show me my sweet relationship progress. Oh, nice. It shows like how complete their storyline is. Nice.
Very good.
There's a comic of the previous scout. I wonder if that'll be somebody that I help.
Oh, if they died on Cozy Grove?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how cozy it's going to be at that point.
Well, if enough people die, there won't be a lot of space, so everybody will be very close neighbors, and it will be very cozy.
Positive spirit energy. We're doing well. The more we help, the more they remember. Go slow at first, but trust and understanding is not a thing you can manufacture quickly. Help these
This
bears
seems
guide
like-
them.
This seems like someone we should take advice from
Mhm.
Yeah.
when
he's-
when they're making that face.
Yeah. Another figure absorbed with finding and delivering lost things to everyone but himself. I didn't know Andrew Powell was a ghost.
I hope it's not.
I don't know if Andrew's still here.
Although,
Oh. Hey, give me the... There we go. Pink lemonade tree.
it likes rustic decor.
That's interesting.
Ah, more sticks. What is that thing?
Looks like
It's
a weird snail.
Maybe
I
you
love
need a
it.
net. Ooh, there's a fish.
Oop, too far.
No,
Oh,
he
can
sees
still...
you.
He still sees me. Ebony squid.
Oh,
Looks like a
that's
catfish.
Really disappointing.
Looks like a literal catfish.
Oh, it's raining now.
It is raining. Okay, what do you have to say? We aren't the only spirits that can use your help. Lost or needy animals. Okay. We're gonna go find the placid bird.
How much does Mr. Kit want for it?
You're so cute. We'll find
Question
out.
mark, question mark.
Whoa, now we have stuff. 250.
How much do you have?
Dang.
27.
27. So I gotta do some things. Oh, and see a little bit more is opening up too as we go on here.
Yeah.
There's a bird.
I wonder if you could sell some of your weird fishes.
Maybe, or I can see what this person wants.
It sounded like you said you were going to sue this ghost, and I was like, yes, take them to court.
And then suddenly we are in a totally different game. Objection!
Right?
Exactly.
Patrice Furback. I love it.
That's a great name.
I also love the depth of
this is a mailman. It's a whole new bag. Delivering mail to ghosts. A whole new mailbag.
Mailbag.
Busting out the postal humor from the jump. You and I will get along just fine. Spirit log. I bet at Spirit log there are more packages out there waiting to be tracked down.
Look by a tarp behind something.
Okay, but you also have something to say. Pretty sure I owe you an apology for what?
Oh, that's a tape measure. He's a tape measure.
Oh, yeah,
It's not a snorkel. He's wearing PPE. He's a tape measure. Got the little notch so you can put it on a nail to hold it in place.
Love it.
Okay, so upgrade the shovel if I get more stuff. There's the package. The rush of finding a package. The thrill of checking for a well-formatted address.
It's good, but dangerous to love your work.
I'm not sure who is the best prof, but
Oh, it's me, actually, this time. Hey, Ruby.
aww. Yeah, hard to know whose student could be with us in chat. A postal helper? How exciting. Depends on what the job pays. What's a USD? What is that?
That's how you know where the
Unidentified
economy is at, right?
deliverables.
What is a USD?
It's not a dollar. It is unidentified supernatural deliverables. They may rattle or whisper. If you
Yeah,
come
if you get
across a
package
troublesome
screaming in
package, one
Aramaic.
that's screaming in Aramaic or spewing demon fire, well,
You get
just send that
Hellboy
person
out
my
here.
way.
You get Hellboy out here.
That is what you do. It's bound to be addressed to me, and it seems I've already received a letter addressed to you as well. Wait, I have a
Who's
mailbox here? Yes, here it is. Great.
What's it say? There's a long letter.
It's from your mom.
I bet I can
Naomi-
read it in my...
Did get really confused about the messages from mom that she was getting in her mailbox
Oh, yeah,
in
'cause
Animal
she thought
Crossing.
you were sending them, right?
Yes, and then she keeps being like, "Mom, I sent you a thing. You need to play Animal Crossing." And I'm like, every time I do, everyone shames me that I haven't talked to them in years.
Right? I don't like
Alright,
that there's
let's see.
roaches in your house if you leave your house for more than 2 days
It's
or
me,
whatever.
Postal Bear. So this is a
Unacceptable.
test. Little thank you gift. Hope you're settling into your solo camping adventure. Don't be disheartened if you can't find a needy ghost immediately. I intentionally picked a safe island that's not too haunted. When you finally find a ghost, try to help it to make peace with itself. And when you do, you'll finally graduate to second degree. Scoutmaster Blake. P.S. I'll try to write you every day unless I get busy.
Wow, flaky.
Real.
Sent this kid to
Okay.
this haunted island. I'll try to write every day. Past marked, hardy, har.
Ghost letters don't run on regular time. They show up at non-standard addresses like in leaf piles or behind rocks. Okay. There's like just a
Now you
dumpster
have
there.
3. I do wish the gameplay was more expansive than go find stuff.
Yeah, this would be a fun thing to like doodly do around on your phone, but I
Oh, don't be scared. I wanna be your friend.
I'm not opposed to like having a find stuff game, but I agree this feels like a phone game so far in terms of scope.
Okay. We can switch to something else. Feel like I have a good sense. Like, very playable, very, like, easy to pick up and put down, I think.
Yeah.
Save and continue is what I want. Or save and
return to main menu, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Cool.
Oh, it's the summer festival. That's probably what it's July 2nd through the 15th. That's probably what the fireworks are for.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Ryan, do you want to do stuff? Because
yeah, I'll do one.
I could
quick.
always do more, but I don't need to.
No, I'll take over for one here. And I'm going to load this for the first time. I know nothing about it except Elizabeth bought it for me because she's the best. Thank you, Elizabeth.
I don't think Elizabeth's been here tonight.
No, it's totally
As we're,
fine
like, playing,
that she's not
playing
here.
all
We'll just
Elizabeth's
praise
games,
her
but
anyway.
that's okay.
Oh, we can play or we can play on Vulcan. We'll try it just this way here. I forget how Discord likes things, so we'll see.
On other proud parenting moments while this boots, Amelia was having problems with something yesterday, and she came in and asked us about it, and she's like, I tried unplugging it and plugging it back in, because that seemed like a good place to start, and Ben and I were like both, yes, you did this is exactly where you start. We were so proud, like.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Thumbs up, child. Getting it right.
So proud.
That is very proud.
All right. Dana, Sarah,
Is that-
can you
is
see?
that- Yes, is that a sloth in the middle with the loot?
It appears to be a sloth. I'm going to turn down the game audio just a tiny bit here. Let's go about there. And I'll alt-tab as needed.
Is that a rhinoceros with a Viking beard?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
A+.
Okay, this is... We got a fox lady. We got a sloth person. We got a rhinoceros with a dwarven beard.
I like the track a lot.
Yeah, me too.
And then maybe
It's
a sheepy
like-
person?
It's giving like more whimsical The Witcher.
Oh, yeah.
The Witcher plus whimsy.
Tilt shift.
This is giving me PlayStation era Breath of Fire.
This is, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a turtle. Oleander's a turtle.
So cute.
I love this.
That's a chicken.
Krog. The Whimstitcher. Yeah. Whimstitcher. Who's seen the Witcher 4 stuff? Who is like jumping out of their seat excited for it?
I'm medium excited for Witcher 4. I'm over the moon for Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm going to be such a boy about it. I'm going to be so annoying to all of you.
Such a boy about it.
I love those games, and I can't recommend them to anybody because, like, they're wildly inappropriate in terms of graphic presentation, but the action is so good. I can't wait for a fourth one of those.
I'm switching over to girlhood here. I'm taking off very chipped nail polish. But I discovered... I thought that was one of my least favorite in the Dark Academia bundle of Hollow Taco, and I really liked it on.
Which one is it?
What was it called? Secret Society? It was kind of a bronzy color, but it has like very tiny hollow glitter in it, so it's like not just like a
nice.
dirty brown. I think that's the one. I have to look up the...
Okay, right now I'm getting... If Kung Fu Panda... Well, now we're getting more Kung Fu Panda. But for a while there it was like Kung Fu Panda, but European medieval with the weaponry. But now we've got What is that stringed instrument?
Good question.
Yeah, it's Secret Society.
Yeah.
Silent Library is a different one, right?
This is a very weird mix of cultures and of music and of fictions, right? Like, I love Viking Rhinoceros Mage. Like, even though he's physically the most buff one, he's a mage.
Yes. Someday, we are going to start our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough where my first character was like, how could I be the least Sarah-like person possible, right? For fantasy. And so I was like a dwarven druid.
Oh, my first and only playthrough thus far, and I'm annoyingly stuck and don't know where to go, so I have shelved the game. I am a human bard who talks up everybody and talks my way out of 95% of all problems.
Yeah, you made you. So my next one, I'm going to be a half orc bard. Because, like, yeah, I feel like that would be bitchin'. But yeah, let's be the opposite of Sarah's. Like, let's be a short person who likes being outside.
I have a very, very picky thing to say about this game right now. And that is, I'm in love with the pixelated sprite work a la Breath of Fire 3 and Legend of Mana. And I desperately wish that the background art was also in that pixel style.
When it doesn't match, like, it can really kill the vibe. I agree.
Right.
Do you think it works better if it would be flipped if the background was pixelated and the characters were higher resolution?
No,
Yes.
I'd hate that
Just
more.
out of curiosity. Okay.
I think
curious.
it can work. I think it can work. I mean, anything can work, right? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
but yeah, this was Secret Society, and now that I've worn it, it actually goes really well with some of my like antique like Egyptian revival jewelry that is kind of like bronzy, brassy, but like old, so it's not bright and shiny. So it's kind of perfect, but then the hollow like keeps it from being drab. So good move, Hollow Taco. I'm going to then switch it out for Ivory Tower, I think.
Ooh, hang on. Going on mute.
Which I feel like Sarah's the only one that can appreciate that.
Yes. No, sorry.
of our
I got
chat.
distracted. I currently have a multi-chrome Cleona polish on right now.
I don't have any of their polishes. I need more of their eyeshadows before I invest in the polish.
The polishes are well, with the way things are going, considering they're in Canada, I don't know how much they're going to cost anymore.
Yeah, that's the Cleona.
but-
That's both Hollow Taco and Cleona problem. Although Hollow Taco, I think, has suppliers here, so.
Hollow Taco's main suppliers are actually here, so customers in Canada are getting hit with tariffs because she figured that most of her customer base would be here.
Yeah, you and I should like look into the Cleona situation and maybe put in a joint order before things get too bad.
I would love that.
I wanted
I
to
would
help
love
the turtle cook, who's now my new favorite character.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you guys feel about sorry, Rhett, who heals things, has a question. More
yeah.
detailed sprites on 3D backgrounds more than like Octopath.
It's a hot take. Like these detailed sprites on 3D backgrounds more than Octopath.
Oh,
That's a big claim.
Andrew, yeah.
Film trope early Eastern music. Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in big
But
love
the-
with the Octopath style.
But the
So
juxtaposition...
you don't agree that this is better than Octopath?
Because now I associate Octopath with Dragon Quest 3, and this is nowhere close to as good as that was.
That's true. Dragon Quest 3 is set a really high bar.
Now, that sounds like I'm talking down to this game, though, but it's also not the most important Japanese role-playing game ever made. Like, we're not going to be
Right.
going there, right? So,
Right.
until
we
2
don't
weeks
have,
from now,
we
we'll
don't
just,
have
like, flare up
infinite
here
budget
anyway.
to throw at it.
Right.
Yeah.
The way some of these remakes have been like. Although it's going to be really interesting to see after the commercial failure of the second FF7 what they do going forward.
You mean the third
Was-
one? Or, no,
Yeah.
the second one was the second one a commercial failure?
Really?
Or was it corporately announced as such so they could justify firing people, as is the new practice?
Oof. Okay. Well, I didn't consider that might be strategic, but as I understood it, it had to do with like it wasn't as available because of the console issue. So it just didn't sell as well because people weren't buying. What was it for?
It's PS5 exclusive at first,
It was
and now
PS5
it's PS5
exclusive.
PC.
Yeah. So because it wasn't out for PC, it like chopped the base, and so it didn't sell well because not enough people had PS5s, as I understood it. And I feel like that holds even if it is also an excuse to fire people.
Well, for instance, I don't know how many of you in chat and on the call saw the news today, but EA just announced that they expect Battlefield 6, the new forthcoming one, to sell 100 million copies. And there is no reality where it's going to do that. A wild success for that franchise would be more in the 30 million range. And so the strong suspicion is they've announced the oversized goal so that no matter how it does, they can justify firing the entire studio when the game is done because you didn't meet the sales targets.
I hate that, and I need more wine to deal with it, so I'll be right back.
Legitimate.
Did your beer ever show up, Ryan?
What an elegant thing.
Addie just got back, so I suspect he'll be headed my way shortly.
I finished mine, and I would have to go downstairs to the kegerator to refill it because I am a classy Midwesterner. It's good though. This is that quad that we got the keg of from the Hoppin' Frog near us. It's very good. It's spicy, but not. It's a little bit spicy, but not spiced. Like it doesn't taste like cinnamon, but like the flavor is a little bit sharp, like from the yeast. Because it's a Belgian and it's real good.
What I will say is, I think this one is really, the animal conceit is adorable. I want to know everything and more about it. And despite my pickiness about the art style, like, would I like a slightly lower res aesthetic for the backgrounds and everything? Yes. But is this a bad set of art decisions? Also, no. Right? Like,
this isn't good or bad. This is preference.
Right.
Yeah. Your rhinoceros arms are so beefy.
Yeah, I look like rock steady. But I like that. All right, supplies from the chest, build the barricade. That was back here, right?
Why are they putting their mage to work building a barricade?
Because he used to be a handyman. But he's changed
like Harrison
job classes.
Ford.
I'm Rhinoceros Harrison Ford. I can get behind that.
But we can't see your chin scar because of your beard.
Okay, where is the chest? Oh, here we go.
I think it's an interesting choice. I mean, it's the sensible design choice to have the rhinoceros's beard, like instead of being the entire like from like the nose. It's like if a dog wore pants, how would it wear pants, right? Like on all four legs or just the back two. Like instead of having the beard go all the way up to like the bridge of like the nose, it's just the lower half of the face.
Yeah.
I think it's solid. Those are, I don't even know if that's a Viking beard. That's like a Gimli beard.
It is like
that's a dwarven beard.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a chest.
All right, now we have what we need. We can go build. I do think the soundtrack is punching above its pay grade a little bit here. This is very good.
I'm confused because I'm looking at the mishmash of, but then again, why would I assume that a land of anthropomorphic humans has the same east-west conventions as our own?
No, that
why did
part
she
is
just
a
call
little
you a ball bearing?
I don't know.
Oh, I missed. It's a little spicy with that spice.
It was talking about a beer, Dana. You wouldn't like it.
That's true. I would not.
No matter how good it is, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
All right.
That turtle chef looks so pissed off.
Yeah,
beers
the
that- it's
Turtle
pretty much
Chef
wasted
guard
on
looks
me.
very angry.
It's his,
You know,
it's his turtle
the one
eyebrows.
beer that I would probably convince myself to like is when like they like brew beer with like yeast they found in like an Egyptian tomb, and then they like somehow resuscitate the yeast, and then they actually like make bread and like beer out of it.
So you are willing to taste beer as a science experiment?
Yeah. Would I
that's
probably
legit.
still
Like,
hate
I
it?
would
Yeah.
also taste beer as a science experiment.
We're gonna conduct a couple science experiments on Dana at the Surly Brewery this fall in Minneapolis.
As long as I can order something else that's like my actual drink, I will take sips of stuff. It's not worth like spending money for me to.
No,
not
we'll
wanna
buy,
finish
of
something.
course, right?
Yeah, like
And
for
then
yourself, and then make me take a sip.
We'll just get like, we need like tiny little glasses to do like a tiny Dana flight, right? Like just like little thimble-sized Dana flight glasses.
I don't know if any
Okay.
of you followed Seamus Blackley, who is known for designing the 2001 Xbox. But he's also very interested in Egyptology, and he got very into baking. And he's one of the people that got samples of yeast from ancient Egyptian pottery, like in partnership with a museum.
Nice.
And then has like baked sourdoughs and stuff. When X was still Twitter, and I was following, I followed him on there. I wonder if he's on Blue Sky. Maybe I'll try and see if he's ported over. Because there would just be like random posts about ancient bread, and like sometimes they would also involve like ordering special varieties of like emmer to grind to make your own wheat flour.
Yeah, for the malt.
I'm gonna follow over on Blue Sky now. Yeah, so like the pinned Blue Sky post is, I'm in England in a field of barley. Today I'm going to collect wild yeast under the tree back there, and I'm going to show how to feed and grow until it's ready to bake with. We are going to start at the very beginning and end at the end.
That's very cool. Also, Dana, I think a beer that you could conceivably actually enjoy because it would taste so little like beer would be like a lambic. Or
Oh,
another,
yeah,
like,
I've had
wild...
lambic.
Yeah,
I used
like,
to
that's
drink.
technically beer.
I used to drink a raspberry one
Look,
in
there's
college.
normal humans now too in the city.
And
And
every
bear.
now and
Oh,
then
no,
I'll
that's
still
another
get
rhinoceros.
it. Yeah, those don't tend to read beer to me. The only other beer that like famously I have enjoyed and not just like had a sip of and tolerated was Duchesse de Bourgogne, which is a Flemish red ale. And it was described to me as almost like if balsamic vinegar was made into wine. Like it had that bite. And I liked that because it had that kind of flavor that like overtook
The beeriness.
the bitter notes of the beer or whatever.
I was gonna say this rhino
French?
cannot be our fox's mom.
Does that rhino look like a furry mom?
No,
Oh,
because
no,
rhinos
they've
are
been
not
evicted.
furry. Foxes are furry.
I
I
know,
don't
but
think that's the kind of furry they were talking about, Ryan.
ooh, this piano is nice.
This piano is nice.
It's a little jazzy.
I just want to go back to the turtle with the angry eyebrows because we all know that reptiles famously have eyebrows.
Right.
Andrew, I don't know. If the owner of X gets deported, will it become X? I don't know. I do know that I always clarify that I drive a non-Tesla electric vehicle. Is this a train station? Could we look at the map?
This is an elevator.
Oh. I got all excited. I was gonna look at the train map.
Sorry. Normally, I'm the excited maps person.
My brain works conceptually like a metro map, not like a topographical map. So like transit maps are like, that's how my brain organizes that sort of geographical information. So it makes those make sense. Also,
I will say one of the only problems with Clair Obscure is that there is no map of the area that you're in while you're traversing it.
I need you to understand how often Ben bitches about this, because it is
Yeah, often. I've had
almost
to call Addy
constant.
for help because I suck at moving around without a map.
Ben, that is a frequent complaint. Although it does provide some verisimilitude, right? You're really engrossed in it. You are just as lost as they are.
We're gonna take the hollow taco out of the box before I have base coat on.
Oh,
right?
what kind of a carcass are we fighting?
The carcasses were the names of the enemies.
Okay, but oh, like the mutant dog thing and stuff.
Right, see?
Oh, that's kind of unsettling, actually.
When I got this bundle, I really thought I wasn't gonna be into the crumbs and only like the metallic-y ones, but Ivory Tower's really good. Whatever, the Headhunter, the green one, is amazing. And I haven't tried the gray one yet. I'll have to do that like in the winter. Feels like a winter color.
I like how, like, the cool tones, undertones that are usually in the hollow taco colors, usually, I'm glad that they're all, not all, but they tend towards cool undertones, because those work better for me. Oh, who's Natalie?
The spirit she was trying to talk to get magic. I don't think she actually killed the enemy. We never entered combat, right?
Promise I'll find you and apologize.
Somebody defeated it anyway.
Turtle.
No, weirdly though, I think I'm coming back to the high def not pixely high def assets here. It reminds me of a remaster of a game that once looked pixely like my character. And I'm worried that are we entering an era where that half remastered format is becoming the standard and something to emulate?
It's become its own thing instead
Right,
of.
but I don't like that.
So you're saying it's like being aestheticized in a way that you don't appreciate?
Yes.
Because it's definitely intentional.
There's a word for that where it's like the thing, a simulacrum. Like it's now become a thing in and of itself.
Yes.
You mean like Baudrillard and the
pumpkin
spice latte?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the best explanation of simulacrum and simulacra that I've ever read.
Absolutely, 100%.
In fact, for those in the chat that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I will link it. Let me find it.
It's so good. I read it to students all the time.
Yeah, it's so good.
Thank you, Andrew. I got a compliment from Andrew, and I feel really special.
Yeah, let's
I
go
will
for the
say-
fifth terrace.
I will
An
say,
Andrew compliment is, first of all, always beautifully worded and like so
Yes.
kind, and it makes you feel so seen. But also, he's so smart. It hits different.
right? It's like, oh, that one really counts. They're not just being nice to be nice. I will say, Andrew, with no spoilers, the degree to which ludic choices have been informed by narrative considerations and the integration in those choices has been really wonderful to reflect on. And I think I think a lot of people who play this game are familiar with the conventions of games and will sort of internalize it without necessarily being able to articulate it. But the degree to which the things intertwine and interlock has, from a design perspective, has been really impressive to me. And I think the map thing, like, clearly if they wanted a map, they could have made a map. You know, it's not because they couldn't.
The right note is the one you play when the time is right. Yes, excellent.
That's very true.
Okay, does she actually sing alto though?
That's a famous Robert Komanecki tweet from back in the day, right? Like there are no wrong notes in jazz. There are no right notes in jazz. Do not attempt jazz under any circumstances.
Right.
Robert has been very active on Instagram deciding to build up that following, and it's been nice because that's like one of the social medias I will hang out in a little more than almost any others at this point. So now I'm like seeing stuff.
I love Blue Sky. It's like the new home for me.
I haven't felt up to the doom scrolling on there.
Yeah, I mostly
there's a lot to be had.
Musicology duck, and it's like, oh no.
The thing though is that you're very much a pictures person in a way that I mostly am not. And so if you want a prose only, or prose first rather, format, like it's still the best one.
I do read people's captions, but not everybody is big into captions. I do both.
Ooh, I have a drink, everybody.
Oh, what kind?
What is it?
It is the New Holland Poet Oatmeal Stout.
You've had that one before, I think.
Yeah, this is the standard in the Thompson household. It is excellent.
Yeah, I find oatmeal stouts are sometimes a little too mellow for my taste. Like I want a little, not more hoppiness, but I like to have a little bit more presence of like yeast and almost, not quite acidity, but you know what I mean? A little bit more.
Yeah.
I like to have that balance because there's some.
Hi, Pete.
Oh man, what's the one Ben gets that's like it's almost too mellow? It is way too mellow.
Pete, you got to check out Hauntii. I feel like that'd be really up your alley given your Kentucky Route Zero work. It's Hauntii with 2 I's at the end.
Yeah, Hauntii.
It was Elizabeth Hambleton gave it to me on the Steam sale. And we demoed it at the top of the stream, and it was so cute. It's a game where you're in the afterlife. Yes, that's the correct spelling.
In the afterlife, you will be headed for some serious strife. Now you make the scene all day, but tomorrow there'll be hell to pay.
I do wish there was, again, a map of town so I could know where the dump is, where I'm supposed to go. Because it's going to take me until 11 o'clock to orient myself.
It's true. We do tell each other how much we appreciate one another. And depending on the closeness of the collegiality, sometimes that escalates to love. But
yes,
we have some very deep friendships in this field, and I love it.
Yes.
It is. I think I said earlier, like, if high school Sarah had known what my personal life would be now, like, knowing the friendships I would have and the people that I would get to be friends with, like, man, I wish, 15-year-old me could have known.
I've been so blessed to have had, like, a really safe space in high school. Like, it's not like I peaked in high school or anything, but like I had a really good high school experience because of the rock orchestra, right? And other orchestra experiences. Like we were all really close to one another. That was like, the auditorium was like a safe space to hang out and like just be. And then I had a really great group of friends in college. Like I just did, in every phase, I like found my people. And that was something I recognized, was following me everywhere. So it wasn't like an accident. It was that I was cultivating it. But it took me a long time to realize, like, no, you're actually doing that. And it's cool. And like, for the most part, everyone in this field has been like cool to let me keep doing that sort of thing and like organize and come up with fun things to do with folks.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, I'm sorry to interrupt this philosophical thing. There was a rhino with a cape at one point. Were we at any point supposed to talk with him? Because they were like, oh, go find my brother. He's the rhino with the cape.
We talked with a rhino in the center area.
And
he
at the
said
house.
to go find the dump.
Oh, okay, I missed that bit.
Yeah, and our rhino that we controlled in the opening
is that
guy, and he's at the dump,
which we cannot find.
This is it. I just didn't take a library to be a library/dump, but that's where it's at.
I never think of a library as a dump.
Right, me neither.
Basically did a perfect coat on the right hand, but now the left hand is just.
That's backwards. It's usually the other way.
Well, I'm kind of left-handed.
Oh,
so.
gotcha.
I'm, like,
Dana, what you were saying,
quasi-ambidextrous.
what you were saying about the community building and choosing that, I think sometimes with the way that our society treats relationships and being in network and being in community, right? And not like our particular subset, but like our broader society. This idea of, individualism and, trying to make it on your own. And it's kind of like going back to that AI thing or speedrunning Claire Obscure. Like, you could, but why would you want to? That's the good part. Like, being in community is the good part. Connection is the good part of being human, right? The other stuff is like the stuff you do. But having, like, building community and relationship and honesty and being vulnerable with people, like, that's the good part.
That is the good part.
Apparently,
Can I
Americans are.
Can I
are
read everybody a
rhinoceroses.
poem
Yes.
that I've sent a lot of people, so some of you already know it. Let me find it really quick. I save a lot of poetry, and then I copy it into a little notebook. And then I often copy things out of the little notebook to, like, give to people for major life occasions. So if you have a major life occasion, you might get a card from me that has one of the poems. Where on earth is it?
Oh, I like games
Here it is.
that do this thing. Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Where you can just be whichever.
like it's like one of those like punch cards that you get for like a coffee shop where like your 10th cup is free. Like that stamp element feels very satisfying in that same way.
Yeah, the quest
Oh, you're talking
completion
like the
via
Animal Crossing.
the quest
Yeah, like in
completion here
Animal
via
Crossing
coffee
too.
stamps does feel good. Yes.
Yes.
So it seems then that for the largest part, though, like, people will treat you this. It's not like you're gonna get a funny reaction.
What's this game called, Brian?
Terra Memoria.
Terra Memoria. Okay, so the poem is called Because I Don't Have Chat GPT by Ashley Gadd. Every day I take the scenic route through my own human brain, making decisions about dinner and composing emails the old-fashioned way. I drive to Costco with a grocery list scribbled on a piece of paper, only to realize when I got home that I forgot to buy almond milk. This is the price I pay for an unoptimized life. My husband teases me, tells me I'll be left behind. But I like it here, I tease back, my mind whirling and twirling and thinking thinky thoughts. Call me crazy, but I love using my big dumb brain. I love blowing the whistle, calling out reps, give me 20 more. I love stretching it like a rubber band, wider and wider, seeing how far I can pull before it snaps. Robot enthusiasts tell me I could be more efficient. Don't they know productivity is a drug I'm trying to quit? Oh, it hits so hard.
I love it.
I love it so much. And I've been quoting the, like, I love using my big dumb brain a lot to people lately. Oh, it's so resonant. The thing about forgetting to buy almond milk makes me think of the Longest Johns, which
Right.
makes me think of you guys, which is also a nice connection.
Right? Just remember, bright blue label, almonds splashing into milk.
Wait, look at this sad turtle mare. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Well, there is a crystal shortage. Also, there's like a haircut chart on the wall.
Yeah, it looks like
There is for the turtle, you know.
Ryan, I think you will get this because I really enjoy playing with technology, but like most AI stuff just gives me the ick, right? Like I'm like,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
you can, you know, like when I'm editing photos, you can airbrush out somebody's sit, like whatever. But like the creative stuff, but I think the creativity in problem solving of how to take the tool and get it to where you want, I don't think that is a thing that is fun to me.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like I've phrased it like more inelegantly as like I like doing it myself when it comes to like writing and stuff. I'm like, I like that messy middle. I like putting
That's where the
thoughts on
interesting
paper. I
stuff
like
happens.
shaping them. I like all the things that like those types of programs want to automate for me are the things I don't want to hand over to them to do for me. You
Right.
know?
The way I learn how things work, like whether it's software or hardware, is by like pushing it and finding the limits and finding where it breaks and finding how it breaks. And that to me, that process of figuring out of enjoying is fun. Like I enjoy that. It's like a puzzle. I don't want that taken away. And it was so weird to me to realize that some people don't like the setup part of like a new piece of gear when it's that putzing is like half the fun, right? Because it's a discovery. And some people just want their stuff to work.
And it made like
All right, I think I'm ready to be done with this one.
Whatever I'm trying to do. Do you have another one?
I don't, but we're 5 minutes basically before 10 minutes until 11. Yeah.
We can just sit and chat.
We can meditate on the nature of art and the AI bullshit.
I do have a map. Look at this. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's a huge map.
Now that there's a map.
No, I'm still
he's
done,
now happy.
But I'm happy about it. Also, I have to say this map.
Can you zoom in? How far can you zoom in?
Pretty far.
Good.
Okay. Legitimate. How do I exit though?
Oh, I love that, Andrew. The messy middle is where my voice is. That's so good. It's true.
Back to title screen up, Brian. If you just saved.
I love safety teleport as a debug option. Yes.
I wish I had had that in a moment in Blueprints. I needed that. I was very sad. I thought Andrew was making a joke about like his tessitura. The messy middle.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I read it as like authorial voice. Like that's where you find it.
Yeah.
I think that is the better reading of it. I just, as a singer,
my brain was in poetry mode still, so I'm reading it poetically. Yeah. Anthony Dennis map.
Yeah, I'm excited for both of the next 2 weeks of the stream, though. Next week, we're going to finish, or at least me and Dana think we're going to finish the Sea of Stars DLC.
Unless they throw a curveball at us, we are anticipating it's basically just the 3 characters, basically, right?
There's not really much room for them to develop more plot, honestly. So that's going to wrap itself up. And then on the 17th, we will do... at least the first week of, and we'll see if we want to do more, of Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I have a feeling we're going to do a few weeks of this. But
well, Andrew's got to come.
Yes, I want to have Andrew on for one of the weeks. This first week on the 17th, we're going to have violinist Patty Rudizel join us, who has a lot of like popular reaction videos and a very, very good cover. And that one you can listen to spoiler free because it's literally the first track you hear when you start a new game. Of the main town theme.
That's going to be cool.
Good. Oh my God.
And I am going to try to start it before then. So I'd like to be like kind of current with the stream if I can. We'll see.
That's probably a solid way. I'm probably going to cry because I cry. I have big feelings.
This may be the one to break us of our, we haven't done it like full larger game in a while.
In a heartbeat, I could do a full 5 or 6 weeks of this. It kills.
We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely, it's the game of the generation.
Like it's worth it based on literally everybody in my life. So Saturday. Saturday was my sister-in-law's bridal shower in the morning, and my mother-in-law was up, and then in the evening, a friend of mine had a birthday party, a half birthday party for her husband, who, well, half birthday-ish. His actual birthday is Christmas Eve, and so he's never had like a proper party because of when it is. And so she threw him a surprise party, the surprise being like, why would he expect a birthday party at this time of year?
That is, I wish someone in my life had done that for me, as someone whose birthday is the very end of December.
Yeah,
this is legitimate. Yes, okay.
So this is 100% what I would do if I had a kid with my birthday.
we got that invite. We're like, that's great shenanigans. We love it. And so we asked if my mother-in-law would stay home so we could go for a little bit. And we get there, and I could just tell Pearson, our birthday boy, half birthday boy, walked up to me, and just the way he said, Dana, I was like, Claire Obscure, and he's like, how did you know? And I'm like, I could just tell by the way you're looking at me.
Ben started this the weekend of NACFAGM, and he literally like started it and was like, Sarah must see this.
Yeah, like you feel like you'd be like unfaithful in a way, like if you continue.
Ben and I are of
sometimes
the same
you just
mind.
hit media
I did
like
the same thing with Addie. I got to when they get on the boat, Sarah.
Okay.
And then I was like, nope, we're just gonna have to restart the first 40 minutes of this and do it again.
I have to text you, Ryan, about the moment that because I had been there, and the moment that I was like, oh no, this is a game that I love. And it might not be the moment that you are thinking, but I'm going to text it to you after we're off this, because it just
the
was
other fun story about that party on Saturday was, as I was leaving, I'm like, I want to grab a birthday card for Pearson, because I don't like to show up to a party empty-handed.
Right.
And especially if it's something like this, it's like nice to have but then I was like, wait, I'm not going to grab a birthday card. I'm going to grab a Christmas card. So I grabbed one of my Christmas cards, and on the inside I wrote Merry Christmas, crossed it out, and wrote Happy Birthday, and then asterisked it. And I was like, even having your party in the summer, folks can't help but conflate it, right? And then the card itself basically said, I hope Santa gets everything on your wish list twice. Kind of weird that he sees when you're sleeping, though. Love, Dana and Joe. And he was like, this is a great card. I'm like, I'm really proud of that one. That's one of my better cards in a while.
That's
Also,
excellent. Yes.
The one present that counts for your Christmas and birthday is so real.
Yeah, right. So that's why I said everything on the wish list twice.
I know. You're so good about that, because my birthday's the 29th, and it's just like,
I got you a present last year.
You did. And as a grown-up, people did, but as a kid, people skipped it all the time, and
I
it
was
hurts
about
more when you're a
half
kid.
and half for having joint birthday Christmas. I'm the 6th of January.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was about half and half. Would I have a birthday, or would I have a big Christmas, right?
So Sarah, I'm going to propose this in front of everyone for accountability's sake. What I would love to do for your birthday this year, if you're up for it, is your entire family come up here and have a sleepover at our house.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
The kids can play, and then we'll put them to bed, and then we can hang out in the basement, do our own thing. And kind of make it like a New Year's Eve party, ish,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but do that for your birthday.
That sounds
and we'll have cake, and we'll have glittery champagne cocktails, and it will be wonderful.
That sounds amazing.
That's my plan for you this year.
That sounds like a great plan.
So I'm thinking ahead, because 40 isn't this year, but it'll be next year. So I got to come up with something to beat 30, where I had a literal enchantment under the sea dance from Back to the Future, and it was the best.
Yeah, 30 was a pretty good one for you.
30 was amazing. I'm like, do I do that again? I don't know. I'll come up with something. But I decided what I want to do this year. And that is, I want to get a group of friends, whoever wants to join in Cleveland. We're gonna book an officially licensed Bob Ross painting instructor and do a painting lesson with Happy Little Trees.
Now, will your birthday
Julianne's gotta come
in Burbank again this year?
It will be, but
okay.
I'll probably do it earlier in October this year.
Sure.
So
I'm in.
That's my
Sign
plan.
me up.
Because I share a birthday with Bob Ross, for those who don't know. So on top of him just being a wonderful figure to emulate, I also have extra kindred spirit because I share a birthday with him. So Joe shares a birthday with Taylor Swift. So I feel like I win. Yeah, I'm excited. I saw that a place near me has a licensed instructor, and then I was like, I bet if I had enough people, we could book her to just do our own party somewhere. So that's my plan.
We gotta get Julianne in for this.
As a quick aside, I have Kate McKinnon for January the 6th, so I feel like I'm doing okay.
Oh yeah,
on the celebrity birthday front.
Okay, I need you to know that my birthday is shit for this. It is shit. It is utter shit. Do you know what happened on my birthday? The massacre at Wounded Knee and the killing of St. Thomas of Becket. Nobody good has a birthday on my birthday.
Really?
It sucks. Yes. And I had a friend that was like, oh, that can't be true. But he asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, so-and-so. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. And you know it, but I didn't say it with those words because it was kid's birthday party. And it was fucking lies.
I'm tempted to get every meal at Porto's. I mean, not every meal, because there's speaker dinners and stuff, but I'm
every
tempted
non-scheduled meal. Yeah.
I'm tempted to do breakfast and lunch both days there.
So good. That moment with you guys hyped that breakfast sandwich up so
and because
much.
we do have a fridge in the hotel room, so I'm like, we could get we could get something, bring it back to the hotel, and then go and retrieve our lunch later. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Could do it.
Yeah. I think
but
that's
you
the
guys
plan.
hyped that breakfast, the croissant with the egg.
Yeah,
so
You
yeah.
didn't
much.
overhype
I
it.
know
You
the
didn't
one.
overhype it.
You undersold it. It was a moment. I did just find out by Googling that according to Wikipedia, I share a birthday with Madame de Pompadour, the mistress of King Louis XV.
Oh, champagne coupes are supposedly modeled after
Her boob. Yep.
Her boob. Yeah.
And then
Wow, that's some trivia I did not know.
That's the story. It's probably
apocryphal. I don't think it's
but,
true.
Yeah, it's a fun story. But it was
We also
shaped.
have like Andrew Johnson, who's a terrible president.
Mm.
I have shitty birthday buddies, is what I'm telling you all.
I don't
Ben's
know
birthday buddy was
other
with
than-
Barack Obama.
That's pretty.
That's
good.
pretty excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a good one.
Let's see, who else do I have that's any fun? Obviously Bob Ross. Winona Ryder is my birthday. Gabrielle Union of Bring It On.
Okay.
Burr, it's cold in here. Let's see. Some names I don't know that well.
Diego Luna. That's finally like somebody.
Ooh,
That's
Diego
actually
Luna.
a good one. That
excellent.
was not on Wikipedia when I
Wait,
was.
Sarah, have you seen Dirty Dancing 2 ever?
I don't even know
Oh,
if I've seen the first
I've seen
Dirty
Dirty Dancing too, like a number of times because it was Addie and Tabitha's like go-to like feel better about yourself movie.
It's so bad, but like, first of all, you have to see the first one or the second one like doesn't land at all because the second one is like so much worse.
You're talking about Havana Nights, right?
I'm talking about Dirty Dancing 2 Havana Nights, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
The second one is so much worse than the first one. But Diego Luna's in it and he's super hot. And I mean, that's the whole reason you watch the film is,
Yes,
is
correct.
because and like the thing that's really frustrating about it is the dance scenes are not filmed well. They like keep cutting the cameras. Like rule 1 of a dance sequence is film the freaking dance and let us see it. See the choreography.
Fight
Stop
sequences are the
cutting.
same way. Spoilers because they're secret dances, right? Like
Yeah. But
Okay,
Dirty Dancing 1 gets the dancing right. And we will watch probably that when we do our You and Me slumber party soon, which should
Okay.
happen soon.
We might have to watch Dirty Dancing 1 first though, because I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
I've
what
ever
I'm saying.
seen that.
We'll watch
okay.
that. We'll watch that one first, and
Okay.
then once we're a drink in, you can only start Dirty Dancing 2 if you have like some wine or something in your system.
I'm surprised you have not seen Dirty Dancing 1. Like not quite as like dudes within spec of my age have seen The Rock, and therefore like ladies about my age have seen Dirty Dancing, but it's pretty close to that level of popularity in my mind.
I think I've seen
It's a big one.
parts of it, like in passing.
You've probably seen parts of it. Kind of like,
But like,
I should tell the stream team we're doing our stream team decided to do like a little and I guess we could have other people on the Discord with us depending on availability, but we're doing like a little summer movie marathon of like movies that one of the 4 of us has never seen. And everybody else like we kept it to basically like Discord chat. Like nobody can be unmuted, nobody can be saying all the lines with the movie because like the other person's watching it for the first time, so you have to not be a jerk.
Which is really too bad, honestly.
It was hard. So we did our first one, which was for Julianne, because this came up as like we joked that this was going to be the bachelorette party. Was we were going to sit down with Julianne and watch Wayne's World because she'd never seen it. But it was really cool to like have her go, "Oh, this is where this line is."
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that a lot. But I think so. Our second one is going to be the Birdcage for Ryan, and I'm like, the universe loves me that like somebody in our group hasn't seen that film.
Addie
so that
hasn't
we
seen
can
it
watch
either, and actually she wants to join for that one. So
please, that'll be so fun.
I-
It's so funny.
Danny,
have you seen
had
it,
me
Sarah?
go through the spreadsheet, and there were a lot of them I also had.
I know. Is this another? Will this be new for you too?
As was Wayne's World.
Sarah just hasn't seen movies.
Sarah hasn't seen anything, so it's like
Nonetheless,
it's good for all of us.
I get to pick her
It's gonna
movie,
be
and
so
her movie
good.
is The Rock. I'm sorry, we have to watch it. Okay.
I feel like most of us have we're not actually Mystery Science Theatering like unless you count the chat because again we don't talk over the film because somebody hasn't seen it. So we
one
have to be
downside-
good. I waited until the lines had been delivered to quote them. I was never ahead of the line.
The
I
one
had that as a personal
downside-
rule.
to this system is that I was typing my chat in the computer because I was on Discord, and then if I could not eat a snack because
Oh.
you don't want to get the snack on the keyboard. Whereas with the
pretzels.
phone, it's-
Pretzels are the secret to happiness.
I had a whole charcuterie board, and I just napkined it.
Wait, Andrew. So another human claims that this movie exists. I swear that you are playing an elaborate prank on me.
What
And
about The
have-
Rock or Dirty Dancing
Yes.
2? Oh,
No, about The Rock.
Sarah's not convinced the movie actually
I was
exists.
gonna say Dirty Dancing 2 definitely exists, and I
No,
own it.
I believe Dirty Dancing 2 exists, but Ryan brought up The Rock at during NACFAGM,
Mhm.
and my husband, whom I have been with since I was 16 years old, quotes a line from this movie that I have never heard of in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I think they're just all fucking with
I
me.
was so pleased,
Yeah.
actually.
A little bit. Yeah, because
Fist bumps to
it
Ben.
was like the fist bump of recognition, right? Like,
Yeah, it was a
Like,
total bro moment between me
Ben
and Ben.
knows.
Of course he's seen that
Like,
movie. He's a dude, right?
I
Like,
thought I knew all the movies he had seen. I have known him a very long time.
but yeah, Andrew. As for that is one of the greatest movies ever. Please make Ryan walk like John Wayne at NACFAGM. That is a Birdcage reference that you will soon get.
Oh, wonderful.
That is not a
I
reference to
love-
The Rock.
no, it is not. John Wayne is not in The Rock.
I
No.
didn't think so, but I didn't
John
think I
Wayne
didn't know
isn't
it's
in the Birdcage
either.
either, but there is an amazing moment about John Wayne.
My most relevant knowledge of John Wayne is from Christine Coben Dumez's book Jesus and John Wayne. That's most of
Good stuff.
We'll educate
Good
everybody
stuff.
over the summer.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
no,
we're gonna.
Andrew,
For now,
I should just say what our picks are though. So,
sure,
so
quickly.
Wayne's World for Julianne, Birdcage for Ryan. We're gonna do the Dungeons and Dragons movie for Karen because somehow she hasn't seen it, and we think that would be. Also, she's seen like almost everything, so
I've
that was a
actually
good
seen
pick
that
for
one.
her. Yeah, I think she's gonna love it. Me, I think we're doing Tu Wong Fu, which was a Julianne pick, and I don't know it at all.
Yeah, it was between that and The Mummy Returns. I
The Mummy
think.
Returns because I've only seen the first Mummy, which is weird given me.
Right.
And then
Do I need to watch
Sarah
the-
like hasn't seen anything, so like everything is open season for Sarah, which is amazing and makes me so happy.
Except the Dungeons and Dragons movie because I watched that in the classic way, which was Ben wanted to watch it and he turned it on and then I started watching it.
Which is okay because it's
It's pretty good.
Karen's,
It's fun.
It's Karen's pick.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, it'll be good. Next week on stream, though, Sea of Stars and then Claire Obscure, and I am tingling with excitement to get there. Oh my gosh. Julian's been making fun of me in our back channel chat that, like, I have not been this excited about a game in a very long time. And I'm looking forward to being super smug when she cries like 6 times.
I know it's coming and
Looking
I'm still gonna
forward to
cry.
making your friend cry. Ain't that what the community is all about?
100% that's what this community is about right now.
I will just. It's not a flex to do it to me though. To make me cry about a thing.
I don't know. You could have tech going wrong when you
No,
try
that's
to
a
bring your
different kind of
community
tech.
to
Yeah,
your
no.
hometown and celebrate
No.
Cleveland.
No, that's a different kind
I
of
cried
thing.
a
I'm
lot that weekend.
And Sarah's not
talking, like-
actually done with the crying. She has 2 more cries.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Oh.
at least 2 more cries. I'm talking like I watched the Sign episode, like the last episode of Bluey, and was like weeping, and my
Still haven't seen
5-year-old
it.
was like,
I haven't. Is
Are
that
you
the only one that makes people cry? Because like I haven't
"Oh
hit
no,
any
there's
yet that
lots
have
that
done
make
that.
people cry." But
Okay.
like I'm like weeping, right, with
We're
my
just
feelings,
starting
and my
Bluey, so
my little kid who was like 4 at the time was like, "Mommy, are you okay?" And my big kid was like, "It's okay, Mom's just crying. She just does this sometimes.
she just does this.
She just does this sometimes when we're watching stuff. Like she just does that. She'll be okay."
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Andrew, or will you paint? Will you draw or will you paint?
That's
No,
true.
sorry.
It's a good question. Paint like Bob Ross, a happy little tree. Give it a friend.
Something like that, yes. All right.
There are no
It's time
mistakes,
to go
only
to
happy
bed.
accidents. Based on how many times the game made them cry is how you know how far they
I
are
can
in the game.
actually,
That's
I can
great.
absolutely do that with Claire Obscure. You tell me how many times you've cried. I'll approximate where you are. 100%.
You get to approximate where we are based on the things that I send in.
I'm curious because like I feel like I don't cry in normal places, and like
What
my
I'll say
example
is
that most people
pre-parenting
understand
Dana
is the
was
up
not
thing,
a
right?
crier ever.
That's true. I cry more
And
now,
now
but still,
the
it's
big
not.
things will get to you.
Depends what it is, but the big one is like Up, for example. The beginning has never made me cry. It's only later with the adventure book, and that's all I will say for those who haven't seen it. When he reopens the adventure book.
Have you seen
that's,
Coco?
That's the
Dana?
moment. Have I seen what?
Have you seen Coco?
No.
Sarah's face. Sarah's watched Coco 10 times.
No, I've only watched Coco once because it made me cry so much. But I also cry every time I watch Encanto.
The ending of
Or
Coco is a tearjerker.
Or like another famous one. The episode of Futurama with the dog, with Fry's dog that's like left back in the 20th century, right? And how it waits for him every day. Like I vowed to never watch it again after the first time, but I didn't cry. Like it affected me, but I didn't cry.
Futurama and The Simpsons is just an art style that does not make me cry.
Yeah,
like I'm not in a
but like that episode
mindset
makes
there.
a lot of people cry.
I saw a paper about Coco at Music in the Moving Image, and everyone was crying. But not as ugly as I cried at your That Dragon Cancer paper, which I should have just gone out in the hallway, but I wanted to be supportive. And
a lot of people cry at that paper.
Yeah, we will have to announce, and I can announce it today as well, I guess, since we're talking about crying things. Claire Obscure is like child sad stuff, suicide, a lot of like sad things happen in this game. It is not a happy people game overall. And I had actually forgotten. I went back to an early part of the game and I had completely forgotten there's a total like PTSD suicide moment that is worth warning people about because it's pretty explicit. And you know, it's one of those things you want to be aware of if you're in need of the trigger warnings. But the story rules. Cannot wait to do it. And
we need
the music as well. Holy cow.
Music is so fabulous. I need to go to bed. I need to be a good grown-up.
I'm going to hang up on this call. And first, end the Twitch stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. We have 2 great games the next couple weeks. We're going to be having a great time. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Have a good time.
Bye.